Good morning and welcome to Muscle Maintenance with In Shape Fitness. I'm Kim Watkins and today's Thursday, May the 9th. We're doing a level 4 workout today, taking it one step beyond from yesterday's workout, and you're really going to be working hard today. Not quite as hard as you will be tomorrow, but go ahead and stand up. Let's do our windmill move to get started. So take a deep breath, do a little postural systems check with your ears over your shoulders. And your chest is open, your back is straight, your tailbone is tucked in so that your pelvis is fully vertical. Now squeeze those tummy muscles and take a big step out with your right foot. Try to keep your toes and heels in line. Clasp your hands over your head and rotate your body, hinging at your hips, down to the right, making a big circle with your hands. Graze the floor with the fingers and feel the stretch in the lower part of your back, then up to the left. One more time, down to the right and up to the left. Very good. Now switch directions. Rotate down to the left, and up to the left. Up. Okay, it's early in the morning. Too early for me, clearly. Down to the left, up to the right. And now separate your hands. I promise to get it together here. I need some coffee. Okay, separate your hands and we're going to do the standing bicycle crunch. So go ahead and get started. Bring the right elbow down with the left knee coming up to meet in the middle. Squeeze, then stretch back out. Then alternate left elbow and right knee. 30 seconds. Time starts now. See, these mornings are incredibly early for me. And I have a 7 o'clock client in the morning here on Thursday. And that means, it's a little after 6. So I am really struggling here to get my head on straight. Okay, now go ahead and what we're going to do is 2 sets as usual. The first set is instructional, and then we'll do the flow set after a quick break. Hopefully get you out of here in 15 minutes. What I want you to do is get yourself into the first position of ballet. So your heels are together, your toes are out. We're going to do the same balance move we've been doing all week, where you turn your head with your hands extended out to the sides. So go ahead and do that. Keep your back straight. You'll start wavering very quickly. Even though you're wavering in a different direction, what you're still having to do, which is the point of this exercise, is to force those feet to grip the floor. And then with the equilibrium kind of going all over the place because you're turning your head, you're really having to contract all of the muscles, isometrically contract all of the muscles in your body to keep your body standing up straight. So let's start. If you haven't started already, go ahead and start turning your head very slowly all the way to the right, then all the way to the left. And make sure you are pausing as you reach that final point where you can't move your head anymore. And hopefully that as we move closer to the end of the week, maybe you're even seeing a little bit of a difference. Your neck is getting used to turning in that direction. So maybe you're able to actually gaze down the length of your arm, or at least get very close to that. You've got 5 seconds more. Okay, good. Now we're going to do an alternating forward curtsy lunge. So yesterday I think we did the reverse lunge, and no, we just did the isolated forward lunge. So what we're doing today is, instead of stepping straight forward with your right foot, you're going to step the right foot forward but to the left as well in a curtsy. Bend both knees to 90 degrees and then push off with that right foot, and then do the same thing with the left. Okay, time starts now. 30 seconds. Keep your back straight. Keep your abs fully contracted. You really want to keep, of course, when you do that, you're forcing yourself to keep your back straight a little bit more. But you really want to make sure you're not hinging at your hips. You're not sort of collapsing there at the waist. Take a big enough step forward and out and over. And you've got 10 seconds more. Hands on the hips or out to the sides for balance. If you need to go back to the backward lunge, that's okay. All we're doing in terms of pushing you into this diagonal direction is to activate and utilize some of those side leg muscles, right? So you have to use your inner thigh and your outer thigh a little bit more by the directional change, the shift to the diagonal. Okay, now we're going to do some lateral jumps. And I want these to be slightly bigger than bunny hops. So yesterday we did the lateral lunge. Today we're doing these jumps. Tomorrow we're going to combine the two. All right, but you're jumping back and forth. Go ahead and get started for 30 seconds. Your hands are on your hips, your knees are slightly bent, and you're landing lightly on the balls of your feet. Breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. Keep the chest high. Keep your belly muscles fully engaged. Very good. Keep that going. Got 15 more seconds about, a little less actually. Going down to the floor next to get a reprieve a little bit, though we are going to push up, so you're probably not going to like that. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, down on the floor, get yourself into push-up position. Only, here's what I want you to do. Shift those hands into a forward back position instead of the straight out position just beyond the width of your shoulders. One arm's going to go forward, one arm's going to go back, and then we'll switch in 15 seconds, okay? Time starts now. And if you need to lower your body to your knees, that is quite all right. Just don't stop moving at this point. You really want to get your body sort of ready to continue and mentally make yourself continue through any of this pain. And I will always give you ways to make it slightly easier, but you don't want to stop altogether. Switch your hand position, by the way, 15 more seconds. Now I have a particularly difficult plank move that we're going to do next. And you've got 3 seconds more on these push-ups. One last push-up and rest for a second while I explain this to you. So today's plank is called a mermaid plank. Your upper body is as it normally is, with your forearms on the floor, your hands are touching the floor, your elbows are directly underneath your shoulders, and you're going to walk your feet back to a plank position. Now, the tricky part of this is I want you to invert your feet, point your toes, and rest on the tops of your feet with your knees pressed together. That's a mermaid. Okay, let's give it a shot. Time starts now. Keep your butt down. Breathe. It's not going to be pleasant because you use your toes and the ball of your feet when you're in a traditional plank to grip the floor. You know, kind of distribute your body weight a little more evenly. Right now, everything is in your core. And I'm sorry, but you do have 10 seconds left. If you absolutely have to go back to the other plank, you could lower your knees if you want, or you can go back to the regular plank. 3 seconds. Okay, now turn your body over. Leave your legs straight. Let your hands, your straight arms actually, hover over your body kind of. And what I want you to do today is keeping the same concept we've been trying to help you visualize in your head throughout this week. I want you to envision that string attached to your sternum that's pulling you up, straight up. Your head and your shoulders come with your torso, obviously, but the precision you want to focus on is lifting your sternum up off the floor just about 6 inches. Then lower back down slowly. Time starts now. This is called a straight leg crunch. And like all of the other moves, you'll get another chance to do these. So just focus on doing the right move. Don't worry about how many you do here. If you move really, really slowly, you're in control of every sort of nanomillimeter, micrometer of movement. And that is, at the cellular level, much more significant in terms of output than just focusing on trying to get up and down and getting momentum underway and losing your control over the whole matter. You've got 5 seconds left. And you come to your break. Good job. Stand up for me. Take a couple of deep breaths and a sip of water if you've got one handy. Then go ahead and start getting yourself into first position. Once again, we're going to go through the flow set. So this means no time in between each moves, except to change positions. Ready, set, turn your head right to left. This is the lighthouse in first position, and you're moving your head all the way to the right, all the way to the left. Breathe. Keep your back straight. Keep the chest high. Lift your chest with your breath, in fact, and focus on gripping the floor with your feet. Squeeze your glutes, 5 seconds, and you're almost there. Okay, alternating forward curtsy. Time starts now. Hands on your hips or out to the sides for balance. The right foot goes forward and to the left. And the left foot is forward and to the right. Halfway finished. You're doing great. Keep the back straight. 10 seconds more. Going right into those lateral jumps. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Now jumping side to side. You can do this. Keep the back straight. Keep your chest high. Keep the bend in your knees. Landing lightly on your feet. Very important to not slam your feet on the floor. We like the plyometrics, and sometimes I'll have you jump high in order to force some height and therefore greater impact on your feet. But you really want to land as lightly as you can. 3 seconds. And lower your body down for push-ups. Let's stagger those hands once again. Ready? Set. 15 seconds with one hand forward, one hand back. Go. Inhale on your way down as you bend your elbows. Exhale as you push back up. Very good. 6 seconds more in this position, then we're going to switch. And 3, 2, switch hands. 15 seconds more. 2 moves after this. And that's it. This is a quick one for the week because I know that you know what to do. And that's another really cool thing about continuing through the week with me from Monday through Friday, because you already know what we're doing. You just don't know exactly how hard I'm going to make it in terms of, or what I'm going to do to make it harder. Okay, mermaid plank now. On your forearms and the tops of your feet. Time starts now. Keep breathing. You're doing great. I'm going to finish up. Just over 13 minutes for today's workout. The straight leg crunch is coming up. 15 seconds. If you have to shift your body weight with this plank, you simply cannot hold the standard plank with a mermaid foot. Then either re-invert your feet to normal plank position, or you're done actually, so it doesn't really matter. Turn your body over to a straight leg crunch. Last 30 seconds. And remember, the sternum is first. Lift it up. And go. Last 30 seconds. That means tomorrow. Oh, we're going to be doing some fun stuff tomorrow too. Lots of additional things. I mean, nothing that you haven't done already, but the balance move will be on one foot. The lunge will be a forward lunge in combination with a backwards lunge, and some other fun stuff. But thank you so much for enduring this Thursday workout. Hopefully you have a lot of fun planned for your Thursday. Thursday's kind of a fun day, especially when the weather is nice, because lots of people go out on Thursdays. We're actually attending a charity event this evening. If you are in Tribeca, there is an event for the Go Fund, and you guys probably know that I have a Go band. One of my former clients runs a Go Fund for educational programs and microlending in Africa. It's a really, really wonderful program. If you get a chance, go to gofund.org. I believe is the website. And if you have questions for me, give me a shout at inshape-fitness.com. I'll be back tomorrow. Have a great day.